Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having the most incredible day. If this is your first time on my channel, girl, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. Listen, I just posted a girl, I'm sorry, am I screaming too loud, bitch? I just posted a video about Lynn Spears talking about how hard it is to be Britney's sister on her new reality show that I don't think anybody's watching. But girl, listen, I do love the cast though. Scary Spice from the Spice Girls. Hi, see ya, hold tight. And Kenny Moore from the Real House of Atlanta, sorry. Amazing. Anyways, I have all the tea on Britney's response to Lynn, and then a couple little things I'm going to add to the video. So grab a snack, grab a drink. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would be so grateful. It really helps me out. And let's get to it. So in my previous video, which I'll link below, Sebastian, future Sebastian, bitch, I see you. I see you there editing this. Put the damn link in the description. Past Sebastian, who the fuck are you screaming at? Okay, I will put the links whenever I want to put the links, okay? And I already did, okay? So, past Sebastian, you need to calm the fuck down because future Sebastian's not going to take it, okay? And past Sebastian, don't come for me unless I send for you, okay? Proceed with the video. Okay, so they can just click it and then they can know what I'm talking about. Okay, future Sebastian. By the way, future Sebastian, you're amazing. You're brave. Your ass is really nice and big, and you deserve the world. Okay. Thank you so much, past Sebastian. You're right. You're right, girl. You're right. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Okay, bitch, if you're not talking to yourself like this, girl, nobody else will. So you gotta talk to yourself like this, okay? Anyways, so, Lynn Spears said in a little, part of her reality show, basically that it was really hard to live in Britney's shadow, in other words, right? And that, she feels like everything she does is worthless because everyone, Britney is Britney, whatever, blah, 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 same old shit, right? I don't understand why the girl doesn't understand why people don't like her. Like, what is it that you don't understand? How do you wake up in the morning and be like, girl, why are people hating on me? Like, I don't get it, It does not take a rocket science to understand what is going on here, baby, okay? Anyways, after she said that and it was, gone viral, Britney responded to this in a lengthy Instagram thingy, which I'm pretty sure you guys already read. But, because when Britney posts, girl, everybody's on it, bitch. But it says the following. It says... Are we going to say it's really hard being my sister? Really? Well, this was my spa plan at Vegas as my childhood friends had their heads held high with a seat for toes and nails and a bottle of champagne for each one of them while I stood at the door, not allowed to go in. But I bet your bottom dollar they be getting their entertainment from me that night. I've learned from the best. Do we dare set aside our self-care and acknowledge a childhood friend? Why no? We teach her the meaning of mean and then throw her away in the end and with no self-rights. If you want me to share it on telly, I'd rather spit in their faces and trash them on Instagram because that's all my family has ever been to me. PSSs, here are pics of what nerve damage can do, which I have right side of my body and goes numb every night. Not a victim story or crying about it because I was never a big deal. I sat in a chair for 10 hours a day and no rights for 4 months. They hurt me and nothing was done except that I lost 15 years of my life with my family owning my name, subjected to being an angel while my dad has 5 women on his tour bus drinking the cup of coffee. So cool and smooth. It must have been nice owning my name for 15 years. It honestly blows my mind the hardships you say you have had with having me as your sister. I'm sorry you feel that way, but don't ever poke at my broken foot in a kitchen telling me to go to the doctor because my foot infection might infect your royal children. Oh my God, I feel like I read that really good, right? I don't think I had any, that many mistakes. Girl, you're doing so good, Sebastian. You're doing so good. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, first of all, okay, let me just parentheses, bitch. Thank you so much for all the love. I really do appreciate every single comment. I appreciate everything. I am so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. So I just wanted to say that, okay, bitch? Okay, back to this. Listen, okay, so before I spill tea, I dig deep, or I dig around, I see what people are saying. I see what people are, opinionating. And let me tell you guys something. The amount of I want to say 70 30 of hate and love that Britney gets. She's getting a lot of trolling lately on Britney's name. And a lot of people are not understanding this message to Jamie Lynn. I don't understand why it's so difficult to understand it. Now, listen, it does sound like a lot of things fit into something, but with that being said, you can really tell how frustrated, how like she wants to be shaken Jamie Lynn to really understand everything she went through. That's how it sounds to me. She's frantically not understanding why someone does not understand what was done to her, and that Jamie Lynn's pain, of course it's valid. Everyone's pain is valid, right? But to cry on TV, crying about you know, living in Britney's shadow. I mean, I would cry and say that, you know, your sister had to go through so much, right? I would cry to say, oh, I was not there really to support my sister. I would cry to say, my sister and I are not talking because of my lack of actions, because of my lack of caring, because of my lack of trying to get her out of this very disgusting situation. I would cry because of that. I wouldn't cry because of living in Britney's shadow or feeling like everything you do is worthless. Listen, you know what, Jamie Lynn, in my opinion, and if you're watching, hey girl, in my opinion, I feel like you could have really fixed this, right? And I think that your pain is valid, everyone's pain is valid, but I also think that your lack of empathy and your lack of heart really is the reason that you are not being able to have any peace in your mind and in your heart. I also think basically that, you know what, for 15 years your sister was literally, in my opinion, in jail, and she was forcefully put in there. And in my opinion, you didn't really care. If my sister or brother or cousin or someone I loved was put in this hellhole and they expressed to me just how miserable they were, I would use the name I do have thanks to them. I would use the money I have thanks to them. And I would use all my connections thanks to them. And I would do my very best to get that person out of that situation. But you did not do it because allegedly it benefited you. So please don't cry on TV right now, you know, saying all these things, because yes, as your feelings are valid, I feel like you should have other bigger things to cry about, especially knowing the pain and the suffering that your sister went through. Chilling with you, I'm chilling with you. Bomb.com, mic check, 1 2 1 2, mic drop, I mean, okay? No, but for real, right? That's my opinion on everything. I think everybody's feelings are valid, but I also think it's like, damn, what Britney went through is really bad. And I feel like if you cared for her, you could have done something. And I really, honestly, obviously you're gonna live under Britney's shadow because she is Britney Spears. You're Jamie Lynn Spears. In entertainment world, maybe you might not be as successful, but maybe in your home to your children you are. And I guess that's what counts at the end of the day, right? I think, like I mentioned in my previous video, the hate that, or people making fun of Jamie Lynn's, past, I think, you know, including her daughter, I would never put her daughter in a conversation. I think that anyone discussing anything besides Britney and Jamie Lynn's relationship and going into the children are really crossing a line there, because that is disgusting. I am only speaking about what Jamie Lynn and Britney Spears have gone through as an outsider, as someone, you know, as an outsider looking in. And I think that with Britney's Instagram message, I think she is really frustrated that people just don't get it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was really hard being Britney's sister, but you also got Zoe, you got, all the money that you do have is thanks to Britney. You got, you know, your name, you're on this reality show thanks to Britney. You're on Zoe, you're on the Magnolias, you wrote a book that nobody read thanks to Britney. You know, you have accomplished a lot of things thanks to Britney. So instead of crying about being in Britney's shadow, be grateful. And also be grateful, but also be sorry that you weren't there for Britney, the person that got to where you are right now, that is feeding your children. Allegedly, my opinion. That's it. Anyways, you guys, look, in my opinion, and I'll tell you this, in my opinion, I'll be very honest with you. Obviously I followed Britney since the very beginning, and in interviews, in specials, and everywhere, you would always see how much Britney loved Jamie Lynn, and basically she was like her second mother. So for me, I do feel like Britney is very upset, but at the same time, I do think that there is some kind of hope for Britney that maybe in a different time, in a miracle setting that her and Jamie Lynn could be together again. And I really do feel like Jamie Lynn, had she, spoken out and had she not done that book and those interviews and all of that and defended Britney to Kevin and just really been there for her publicly as well, I think that things would be a lot different. And you know what? Anything is possible. Miracles happen once in a while when you believe. I gotta watch Princess Diaries 1 and 2. Which one do you got like the most? 1 or 2? Anyways, I think that things would be different. And you never know. Things can be different. But I do think that there's a lot of healing to do, and there should be a lot more acknowledgement about Britney's suffering instead of yours to just being in her shadow. So anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, you girls and guys, and all of the boys and all of the girls are begging to If You Seek Amy. That's what I wanted to do, but I don't know what I did there. Girl, when I found out what that song meant, I was like, what? So I heard that song for the first time when I bought Circuits, and I was like, oh my God, I love this song. I thought she was singing about Amy Winehouse. I was like, oh, she's coming for Amy Winehouse. And then when things started like popping up, I'm like, F-U-C-K. Oh, Dios mío. Because I've been like, all of the boys and all of the girls are begging to If You Seek Amy. La, 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 la. And I was like, oh my God, what? And then I was like, oh, Britney, you're such a genius. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.